Bill, welcome to InvestorStream for the first time. Theta holds a dominant position within South Africa's Eastern Transvaal Gold Fields, with the total global mining reserve for the project's open pit and underground recently delivering 580,000 ounces at 3.98 grams per tonne, which makes it one of the top three largest undeveloped gold resources not controlled by a major in South Africa. Can you just give us a bit of background on the geology in the region and what attracted you to the project initially?
Yeah, sure, Alex. South Africa is the home of gold. It's produced over 40% of the world's gold. I think in terms of regional geology, this is one of the best regional geological settings in the world. We're 40 k's away from the Bushveld complex. The Bushveld complex is the largest laid igneous intrusion on Earth. It's the richest metallurgic province on Earth. It hosts about 90% of the world's platinum. So what we have is a large, massive fluid and heat bank pumping mineralized fluid into our large Proterozoic basin, which sits on basically an Archean greenstone. So basically you have Kalgoorlie meets the Pilbara here. So effectively these northeast structures are pregnant from the Bushveld, and what they do is they place the carbonate sediments and we get our gold deposits. So you get large, tabular, flat ore bodies that are pretty easy to mine and to develop and very easy to explore because they're flat when you're drilling them vertically.
Thanks, Bill. Now, as we mentioned, it's one of the top three largest undeveloped gold resources not controlled by a major in the country. In your view, what is holding Theta back in terms of moving into development, and how do you plan to advance the project in that direction?
Yeah, sure, Alex. So fundamentally, we've changed direction a bit. We've moved into the underground mining first. So the underground mines will give us a smaller environmental footprint. They'll give us a higher grade of gold delivered to the plant, and it'll allow us to better take the community along with us for the ride. So effectively, we'll push the open pit into the back of the schedule. So the guys are busily developing and permitting the underground as we speak, concentrating on the first 3 mines. Then we'll expand it to 6 mines. So there's 43 historical mine sites under management, and the guys are really just looking at the first 6 at the moment.
Thanks, Bill. You mentioned it there that South Africa is obviously endowed with excellent geology and has a long history of gold mining, but was recently ranked 60th out of 77 mining jurisdictions in the 2020 edition of the Fraser Institute's annual survey of mining and exploration companies. In your view, what is South Africa like as an investment jurisdiction, and what are some of the benefits from operating in South Africa?
Yeah, sure. We feel South Africa is a sort of great operational environment. You know, it's got a large, great logistical advantages in terms of Africa. It's got the largest road network. It's got commercial airports and water. In terms of jurisdiction, it's English common law. It's a democratic society. It's got a large pool of working miners underground today, 460,000. So there's good mining schools. Johannesburg is really the Kalgoorlie of Africa. And I think more importantly, if we look at the performance during COVID, you know, production in South Africa is up 10% across the whole mining sector, you know, as well as profits being up. If we look at Pan Africa, you know, its earnings per share are up 69%. If we look at DRD, their operational profits are up 39%. And if we look at Sylvania Stillwater, they're up 141% earnings per share. So, you know, a lot of people have made money during this pandemic in South Africa. So sometimes I think we focus on the money, not the survey.
Thanks, Bill. And just finally, with underground sampling set to commence, can you just leave us with a brief overview of what you're focusing on to see out the calendar year?
Yeah, sure. It's very exciting at the moment. There's about 30 guys underground as we speak. They're every day. They're doing underground exploration drilling. They're doing sampling. So really all that will feed into our definitive feasibility study and resource upgrades over the next 6 months. We expect to deliver our definitive feasibility study for the first 3 underground projects Q1 2022. We'll also be doing a pre-feasibility study on roofing tanks. So we'll be able to expand not only our resource base, but also our mining reserve. You know, and that mining reserve is very important to the shareholders because, you know, there's a very clear demonstration of what can be mined.
Thanks, Bill. Really appreciate you joining me today. All the best with the upcoming program. We'll certainly be keeping a close eye on how that progresses. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Alex. Have a great day.